Voyager 1, the signal that changed everything. It turned back. And in that turn, it sent back a signal so disturbing that scientists say it confirms what we all feared. Tonight, we reveal what really happened with Voyager 1, why its new trajectory has shaken NASA, and what its final message may mean for the future of humanity. A journey that began with hope. Voyager 1's story begins with hope. Launched on September 5, 1977, just weeks after its twin, Voyager 2, the mission was designed to explore the outer planets Jupiter and Saturn. In those early years, Voyager's mission seemed almost poetic. Its cameras captured breathtaking images: Jupiter's swirling great red spot, a storm larger than Earth itself that had raged for centuries, Saturn's delicate, icy rings shimmering like a cosmic halo, and moons that looked like alien worlds straight out of science fiction. Each picture was a window into the unknown, a glimpse into the wonders of our solar neighborhood. But what made Voyager 1 different wasn't just its planetary tour. It carried a mission far greater, an ambition beyond exploration. Its destiny was not simply to visit planets, but to leave the solar system altogether, to enter interstellar space, and to become humanity's first emissary to the stars. This wasn't merely a spacecraft, it was a message in a bottle, drifting into the cosmic ocean. Crossing the boundary. By 2012, Voyager 1 officially crossed the heliopause, the invisible boundary where the sun's solar wind ends and true interstellar space begins. This was a milestone unlike any other. For the first time in history, humanity had a functioning probe operating outside the solar system. It was measuring the vast unknown, detecting plasma waves, mapping magnetic fields, and recording cosmic rays that had traveled from galaxies far beyond our own. For scientists, Voyager's journey was proof that we could reach beyond the cradle of our solar system. It was proof that we could touch the edge of the stars. But then, the first strange anomaly appeared. The first anomaly. Voyager 1's instruments began recording unusual data, energetic particle shifts, and patterns scientists could not explain. It was as though the spacecraft had entered a region of turbulence, almost like hitting a cosmic storm in a sea of silence. Plasma levels rose and fell unpredictably. Magnetic field readings wavered in ways that no model could predict. But the strangest part was not turbulence. Instead of being pushed away by invisible forces, Voyager seemed to be slowing down. At first, NASA dismissed it as a calibration error. After all, Voyager was more than 14 billion miles from Earth. Signals took over 22 hours just to reach mission control. A glitch seemed far more likely than a sudden change in trajectory. But then multiple instruments began to agree. Voyager was no longer moving as expected. Something subtle, but undeniable, was happening. And soon after, a signal came through that chilled scientists to their core. It wasn't just slowing. It was turning back. An impossible turn. The data showed a tiny but measurable change in trajectory, as if something invisible had nudged it, pulling it back toward the solar system. No natural explanation made sense. Interstellar space is nearly a vacuum. There is nothing large enough nearby to alter its path. No rogue asteroid, no planetary body, no known gravitational source. The question was immediate and terrifying. What could turn Voyager 1 around? Some scientists speculated it had crossed into an unseen gravitational field, perhaps caused by a rogue planet wandering in the void, or even a small black hole lurking closer than we ever imagined. Others suggested it might have encountered a force we don't yet understand, something beyond our current physics. But the most unsettling possibility was this. Voyager wasn't turned back by nature. It was turned back by intelligence. The change in the signal. That was when the transmissions changed. For decades, Voyager had sent back clean data streams, steady, predictable, and decipherable. But now its signal carried distortions. Strange interruptions. Patterns too ordered to be random, yet too alien to decode. NASA engineers worked tirelessly, running analysis after analysis. Some believed it was interference, just technical degradation after decades in space. But others whispered the unthinkable. Voyager wasn't just returning scientific data anymore. It was returning a message. A message from whatever lies out there. The shock of interstellar silence broken. To understand how shocking this was, You need to realize how empty interstellar space is. Out there, gravity weakens. Matter thins. Spacecraft drift in silence and isolation. By every law of physics we know, Voyager 1 should have continued forever in a straight line, unbothered by anything. But the new data showed otherwise. Its trajectory had shifted by nearly 3 degrees. Tiny on paper, but enormous across billions of miles. Imagine throwing a dart across the entire ocean only to watch it curve back toward you halfway through. That's how impossible this was. NASA tried to keep things quiet at first. But leaks began to emerge from within the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Anonymous engineers reported Voyager's transmissions weren't just unusual. They contained structured anomalies. In other words, the signal looked as if it had been modified. The first decoding. One decoded section revealed repeating pulses spaced at precise intervals. Not random static. Not cosmic noise. But something that resembled a signature. Dr. Elaine Cartwright, a theoretical astrophysicist, described it this way. It's as if someone or something wanted us to notice. Voyager, she explained, may have encountered a boundary, one we didn't know existed. The boundary she referred to became known as the interstellar gate hypothesis, the idea that Voyager had crossed into a region controlled or influenced by another civilization. If true, then Voyager's turn wasn't a malfunction. It was deliberate. The Golden Record revisited. This theory gained traction when Voyager's Golden Record came back into discussion. Remember, both Voyager spacecraft carried a phonograph record, a message to the stars, etched in gold. It contained greetings in 55 languages, music from Earth, sounds of nature, and a map pointing back to our planet. A message to the cosmos saying, "This is who we are." But what if someone answered? And what if their answer was to send Voyager back? Language in the distortions. More chilling than that, the distortions in Voyager's signal began to align with Earth languages. Not exact matches, but patterns that mirrored human syntax. It was as though Voyager was trying to translate something it had picked up. When NASA ran parts of the signal through advanced AI decoding, the results stunned them. Certain waveforms resembled coordinates. But the coordinates didn't point outward. They pointed inward, back toward the solar system itself. It was almost like a warning. Go back. You are not welcome here. Pursuit in the dark. The more scientists studied it, the clearer it became. Voyager had crossed an invisible frontier. And it had been turned around for crossing it. But here was the most unsettling part. The data didn't just suggest a turn back. It suggested